Oh, good morning, everybody. As you can see, I'm enjoying some of my lovely tangerines. These aren't as sweet as the last ones. Might be that everything's starting to go out of date. But, still juicy. I'll take that. This is a warmer one from whenever I went on my bike ride yesterday. So I'm not going to make this video too long. My videos are shorter and shorter. And I'm thinking maybe the next time I start to make videos, I usually used to make them for me. I'll start making them more for you guys too. I mean, I always wanted it to be a dual relationship, but I knew that it would be very important for me to just establish consistency first. And have some type of journal entry because I don't do journal entries. I did when I was young as a kid. I'm talking about like maybe 6 or 7. Like doodling, writing what I could in my old journal and whatever was going on. I don't know, but I was somewhat of a journal writer when I was that age. I even wrote about my dreams that I incurred or went through. But now, my older age, I've had journal entries. I've even made different Word documents with journals. That's been about it. Let me say this. You guys know my health conditions. I usually have a stomach issue. It's highly relatable to H. pylori. And it could very well be that other pathogen that mirrors or mimics H. pylori in the gut. So I can take all the supplements in the world and take stuff for like eating food and stuff like that. And while I do have a nice enzyme probiotic prebiotic mix, it is probably one of the best for eating just whatever kind of foods I want to eat. It's so cool because like I can tell how much of the nutrients it just breaks down and creates less havoc in my gut. However, the one powerful weapon in like just I'll start having this pain on the right side. It'll start to build up. The number one eliminator, because I've been eating so much sugar, I'm not surprised I have issues with some kind of pathogen growing. It's getting fed like, feed me more, feed me more. I mean, I'm eating like a couple cookies at a time. Like for me, this is a lot. But I used to eat even worse when I was younger. But I had like 4 cookies, and we're talking about like nice big M&M size cookies. I had 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. I had this little baklava type dessert, which tastes delicious. I'm trying to think if there's anything else sugary or desserty that I'm having. I still have bread every now and then. Really wanted to cook and eat my steak yesterday, but I didn't. I think I substituted that for like processed meat. So I had deli meat from this restaurant because my boss man bought me like 5 freaking meals. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, oh, he didn't know what I wanted. He's just got so much money. So I didn't want it to go to waste. I took off cheese, took off bread, threw it in the pan, and I ate it. So, anyways, and I threw a little bit of broccoli in there because I really like broccoli. I hope it's going to be my friend later. But the number one thing that takes care of that bug, that parasite or pathogen, whatever you want to call it, is my H. pylori probiotic. That is by far the best supplement for instantly feeling relief and better. Like it hits the source of whatever it is that's attacking in my body, and then I can go and just thrive. Like I can eat cookies, and I can eat ice cream. I can eat stuff that just normally kills me. I can get into my body. That stuff, I'll be just fine. It's amazing. But yeah, I'm thinking about starting, whenever I make these videos, I'm going to start having a little bit more of a tailored view or vision for when I make them. So it'll be, I think, more enjoyable, but also be more informative, helpful, instead of it being just so erratic with, oh God, this guy's got another journal entry today. I like hearing him, but I don't like hearing him talk about just himself and just sometimes nothing, or him munching on fruit the whole video. I'd rather him get on with a subject that's something of value that I could hear, and I like it in his tone. So it'd be nice to have it like that. I don't disagree. I mean, that's the way I am. I like to view my YouTube videos the same way. I don't like to waste time, you know. But you guys signed up. If you're watching me to hear my journal crap, this is a space for me to express, let out. Sometimes I might not do it here. Maybe I'll do it in a different way. But I've found that trying to be this way in consistency will allow me to have my journal entries the way I want to have them. And they're in video format. Yeah, so let me kind of like, let's look at the journal part of it. Let's get like a little bit in depth here while I have a little bit of time, because I've got freaking meetings I've set all up for me today. I'm already getting sick and tired of extraneous folks and people in my life. And I hate to say that, because all these folks I care and love, but I'm an introverted person. I don't deal well with so much of this exterior, extraneous, extroverted energy. It's just annoying as shit to me. I get into these conversations. They're not to the point. I don't like to waste time, I think, in conversation, or waste time like when I could be working on a project or something like that. Like, this level of extra involvement is like, ugh. It's like, why am I here? What I could go all day about how annoying it is for me to be in these places. I'm like, who the fuck am I to you? Who am I to you? Somebody you could feel like you could pity and take care of? I don't need that. I'm not asking for that. If you want to do that, pray for me from afar. Do that much for me, and I think we'll be a whole lot better than me just showing up for your benefit. Because it's like, whenever people invite me and pull me into their spaces, it is for them consistently. And it's like, well, I have to have some sovereignty over my own self, fight for me, if I'm going to pull away and have something that I guess is for me. Sometimes it's a nice combination. I want to be there. Like, I actually, for this last event I went to, my boss, I mean, like, you don't know him, but we're connected with Forbes now. So it's like a whole other echelon of activity. And we're the first company in our space to ever actually do that, to have a partnership with Forbes. So it's like, this is like transformative. It was one reason why I didn't leave my company. Like, because I was like, I'm going to go to this meeting and it's going to decide my fate. Either way, I am okay with the decision. And what I heard, because the spirits were like, just wait, be patient, just wait. And it's like, and so it every time you're about to make, or at least in my life, when I'm about to make a pivotal decision in one way or another, it becomes attractive for both sides. One tries to lure me this way. The other presents gifts and trinkets and stuff from where I'm at. But at the end result, I want to have what I want to have. Like, I need a net positive instead of a net neutral. Or net negative. I don't want any of those two. I want net positive. So a lot of that I have to carve out and create for myself. And that's kind of where I'm at right now in my life, is that I'm building out my own travel. I'm building out my own experience. And I just get sick and tired of dealing with people's energy. For them. Fuck them! That's how I feel like saying it. And it's not like I want to say fuck the spirit. I mean, just this, like, constant, like, it's like a disregard for other. It is purely self-focused, egotistical driven, and people don't understand why you don't want to get on board with that shit. It's like, I am not of your grouping. I'm not of your people, your populace. I don't function that way. I'm completely different in that regard. And if you really understood like my family lineage and who I'm connected with and all the different things there, you'd probably say, oh, he is different. Like, yeah, I got weird ties. I'm just one of those people, like energetically, I've got one of the best sign setups I think anybody would, I mean, me personally, I love. I just can't, I'm not manifesting to my full potential. And that's a job on me. I'm going to make that centered on me. I'm not going to say that's part of my disposition. I'm going to say that that's my creation. So I'm working. I'm not even going to say I'm working. I'm changing that paradigm. But here's where I want to go with all this. There are times where I just want to turn the TV off and go off in my own little personal la-la land and get high. I mean, let's be honest. I want to get lit. I'm not doing that like to the degree I would want, but it's really just because I get too overwhelmed or I have too much anxiety with all of these different obligations that I think I'm a part to. And I want to get away from some of that to cleanse my mind, clear my heart, and focus on my path. I wouldn't even mind meeting new people in this space. You know, it's like maybe I'm drained and I don't know. Guys, I don't have a great answer. But what I do know is that I can be pretty selfish for the pursuits that I want. For example, I'm getting ready to go on this meeting with my girl, the girl I'm dating, and I never have a good expectation going into it for some reason. But it comes out outstanding at the end because I do just kind of have a way of washing away any preconceived notions once I'm there in a space. Because I don't like to have this, because all that does is project, and I can do projections. It's not nice. I can't stand it. So I try to eliminate those things, and I think I do a pretty good job. But I will say that I don't have a lot of faith in working with her necessarily as a business partner because she has all these weird fucking hang-ups. And like those hang-ups will like wreck her entire day or week or a couple days. Like that's not going to be the momentum I need. Like I need a fucking warrior. If I had a military person with me, I'm like, look, dude, we got an objective. This is what we're trying to achieve. Are you down? Do you understand where we're going with this? Hell yeah. Can we get on this shit? No talking about it? Cool, let's go. I need somebody like that. That's the kind of weapon energy that I'm moving forward with. Now, depending on how the conversation goes today, if I'm in like whimsicalville, we kind of went through that before, but I'm giving it a pass. Like I'm getting more and more irritated that I'm giving these daily experiences or these episodic moments passes. I can't stand that shit. I'm being honest. This is my full-on rampant journal entry that I should be freaking making every time. But you're hearing it right now. So I cannot stand making these episodic passes where I'm in the moment with this person. They're doing things. I'm trying to make momentum and ground in a certain area, and it kind of goes la-di-da-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, and it kind of floats around, but it doesn't stay on exactly what I need. Hammered out, focused, finished on. Like I'm in this. I don't want to be anywhere else outside of it. Maybe a little dance in there, but no. It's like any team group. If I was with a team when I was in college, my team structure, the teams that I worked the best with, were the no-nonsense teams. We did not give a fuck about anything else but the goal, but the objective. And was it just men? No. It was women. My whole team used to be like a team of 4. And it was 3 women and I was a dude. And we all were in concert. When we had our group that was working, that we could finally like pair up with from one class to another, we'd pray that we'd be in the same classes the next semester. And then boom, we'd run again. Oh, it was the best. Gosh, we'd conquer. It was never a freaking problem. So you got to find your tribe, right? I think that's like the main thing I'm going for is like that I once I figure out where I want to go with dating this woman, I don't want to be in no minutia. I want clear decisions. Hey, universe, if you're hearing this, it's not that I want to know where to go necessarily. I want it to be pretty damn, I guess it is. I want it to be very self-evident that I need to move the heck on. Oh, okay. Okay, that's a different client. Letting them know where their stuff's at. So, yeah. I gotta go. I'm gonna be late if I don't do this, but I got this coffee meeting. I want to know definitively, like, I'm done with this energy. I'm sick of it. I love it. I love that person. There's not a question, but it's not for me. It is not working. It does not fit. The circle does not go inside the triangle. It's not small enough to go in the triangle, or it's not big enough to go in, the triangle's not big enough to go into the circle. But I feel like the circle encompasses everything because we're kind of universal energy. I resonate with a circle, if you don't know, by the way. But, yeah. Kind of a rant. Wasn't thinking I was going to make a big, long video, but I am really in that space. I want to get away from it. And when I do something like that and I know I'm embarking on my own adventure, which I did. I went in the military with the exact same mindset. And I felt like I was on a true adventure. I lived my own life. I had my experiences with the people that I met. We built bonds that were here and there, and some were a little bit longer, life longer. And one of my friends, I feel like, is probably more hurt than what I am, but because we just didn't stay in touch for so long. But I feel like if I gave him enough calls and bugged him, he'd pick up. And I would do the same for him. There's no question. We were bonded, military bonded. I have a lot of military bonded friends. And it kind of really sucks because I got back here and people here were like, man, it's like you don't really talk to us. I mean, like, we're your friends too. Like like, it's I was popular in high school. Like, you care about us the same. Like, you care about us. Like, well, you grew up here. I was like, no, you don't understand. They are more family than even you guys that I grew up with here. And the only reason why I can explain that is because I'm with them day in, day out. We go through very crazy trials together, and I've known them much longer in time frame. It's like 5 years, as opposed to like 3 good years with us that were kind of sporadic at different moments and classes and different parties. It's not the same. I have much more ingrained, elaborate relationships with my military friends. I mean, I've been through the heaps and weeps, and that's probably one of the biggest moments in my life that I actually developed stronger bonded relationships, because there's just too many people that in the space that I picked for a job. Thank God I did not go towards nuke. Oh, I think that would have drove me nuts. It's not like I would have been one of those like geeky, egotistical nerds. I don't think that would have really went well for me. But whenever I was put into IT, it was information technologist. When I went into that hit space, and I got to spend time with those individuals, like, that was my camp. Most of the people that I worked with were quirky enough, but we all had like these weird things we loved that were kind of similar across the board. So with that being said, I'm going to get out of here so I can get food, a little bit more food, dress up, and go on this meeting. We'll see how it goes. I'll report back. I'll let you know how it is. But I think because I do not have clarity on what I necessarily want from this individual, the universe unfolds itself the same way in response. But it's because I continue to have these conversations with the person that I really enjoy each time. And I do feel extremely close and bonded with them. It's just all the other minutiae drives me fucking insane sometimes. I don't know. What am I going to do? Live life. Guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to go ahead and post this video. And we'll see how the next ones unfold. And eventually I will just start making videos that matter. Instead of it just being about me and a journal entry. But guys, have a great Saturday. Hope you're having a fun day for today. I'm going to be mixing it up with this meeting, then going over to a birthday party, then getting my kid, and then going to a Halloween party. That's going to be blah, 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 blah. And at least I think I got a costume where no one will fucking bother me. I will just sit there, be incognito, and hopefully no one will see my energy because people just love being with my energy. I can't stand it sometimes. This is exhausting. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Love you. Peace.